Hi guys, this is Dr. Farjana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Like always, it's such an honor to connect with you. Today, I want to talk about how to deal with intense pain when someone hurt you. How to deal with intense pain when someone hurt you. So number one, don't wait for the environment to change your inner world. Don't wait for your environment to change your inner world. So if you're feeling this feeling, if you're feeling the pain, you're feeling the hurt, you have to actively take the necessary steps to process those emotions. Don't wait for the environment to change for that to happen. Okay? Next, see the problem as a challenge. That alone changes your frequency. So see the problem as a challenge. That alone changes your frequency. Because when you see it as something you can change, something that you can learn from, right? That mindset, when you have that mindset, it realigns you, right? And gives you that courage and motivation to really work on it and be more hopeful. Versus when you think of it as a problem, you're like, oh no, it's a problem, and it's more stagnant. You think of it as more stagnant because we've been programmed to see problems as being stagnant, right? So change that mindset into seeing it as a challenge. Because furthermore, otherwise your energy will go to the familiar past. Right? So if you see it as a problem and you're in that stagnant state, your energy quickly goes to your familiar past. The body will say, oh, wait, I know this experience. You've suffered this before. And the body will quickly start to reenact those past emotions ingrained in your memory. Right? Think about this again. The body will quickly start to reenact those past emotions ingrained in your memory. Right? And you'll quickly go into that survival mode. Right? So if this incident that just occurred recently is similar to something in the past or similar to some trauma, just trust me, you'll quickly go into that survival mode. So what do? Once you're already in that survival mode, your body's already in that flight and fight mode. It's already connected to the past, right? And past emotions, and it's just flaming with strong emotions. What do you do, right? Okay, number one, identify what emotion is connected to this event. So ask yourself, what emotion connected to this event is causing me to keep thinking about it? So what is that emotion keeping me connected here? Right? So again, I'll repeat that. What emotion connected to this event is causing me to keep thinking about it? Okay? Identify it clearly. So is it an emotion of betrayal? Is it an emotion of someone letting you down? Is it an emotion of someone, you had an expectation and someone, that expectation was unmet, right? Like what is it specifically? Next, say to yourself, if I continue to deal with the circumstance with the same emotion, it will cause to repeat the same circuitry. Right? So it's going to keep repeating the same patterns. So if I continue to deal with this circumstance with the same emotion, it will repeat the pattern, right? It will repeat the pattern of those old, as I mentioned, emotional patterns ingrained in your memory. It's just going to repeat that circuitry. So say to yourself, if I continue to stay on that energy, I'm reinforcing the losing cycle. I'm not separate. Okay? Next, say to yourself, my objectivity will help change my reality. My objectivity will help change my reality. So it's important for you to process those emotions, talk to someone, whatever you need to do, and then become more objective. And that will help change your reality. Right? You don't want to get into those. The habitual emotions will not change your reality. Habitual emotions will only repeat and create those same circumstances for you. It's really important to understand this. Next, say to yourself, I am safe and I am loved, over and over. So when you're in that state already where you're in that fight and fight state, when you're in that survival mode, right? It's there already, right? That event or circumstance has already put you in that state. Keep saying to yourself, I am safe and I am loved. I am safe and I am loved. Next, once you've processed the emotion and separated it a little bit, because you understand the losing cycle. If you don't, I want you to ask yourself, how would love handle this situation? How would greatness handle this situation? Stop for a minute and say, what was the exact moment where I fell? What was the exact moment when I became dysregulated? Right? Okay, that's when it happened. You've identified it, right? The exact moment. You've identified the emotion that keeps reinforcing the cycle. Next, say to yourself, I want another shot at this. So this is where you do the visualization technique and ask yourself, okay, what will I do next time? How will I approach this the next time? This is when you're more objective, right? So the goal is no matter whatever the challenge, you're going to say, I'm already living in greatness. I earned the right for it. So regardless of whatever challenges come in your life, you have to have that mindset of, okay, there's a challenge. All right, another challenge. I know that was coming. Okay, but I'm already living in greatness, right? And whatever comes my way, I'll handle it because I believe in my greatness. I deserve my greatness. I earned the right for it, right? Because of all the things I've overcame, all the hard work I put out there. So you live in that state when those challenges occur. You're like, oh, it's just part of the universe. Oh, it's part of the planet. I'm not going to personalize it because it's just things that are unfolding that probably has nothing to do with me. Probably has to do with other people's journeys. It has to do with me gaining more wisdom, learning something from it. So I'm just going to, if I fail one challenge, I'm going to, try it again. I'm going to prepare myself for the next time, right? So again, dealing with intense pain when someone hurts you, biggest key, don't wait for the environment to change your inner world. Don't wait for the environment to change your inner world. You have to do that work inside of you, right? And I shared specific strategies, right? So go through this over and over when you need to, and take those notes, right? Record those strategies, and it'll help change your mindset and help you detach. All right, guys, take care of yourself.